Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the School Bond Advisory Board. First order of business is to approve the minutes of the April 2nd, 2019 School Bond Advisory Board meeting. I'd recognize a motion to that effect. So it's been moved. Second. We'll vote. Approved. Now need to receive the Independent School District number 89, 2007-2016 school bond issue financial information. Do you have that?
Yeah, this is presented to you in the normal format. If you have any questions, we've got a representative here from the school district.
Okay. Are there any questions? Seeing none, I recognize a motion to approve them.
Motion.
It's been moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Next item is to recommend City Council approve. Wait a minute, that's right. Recommend the City Council approve Amendment Number 1 for Capitol Hill High School and Spiegel Stadium roadway, parking lot, and storm sewer reconstruction increase of $17,976.25, project ES 85.
What we have here is a small change to amendment to the contract that involves some driveways to improve drainage on the site. There were some driveways that were put in on the Wellness Center that's adjacent to this project, and once the design got underway on this project, the way it laid out, there's in order to avoid some ponding of water that we think could happen where the two projects meet up, they make some relatively minor revisions to some of the grades on the driveways. That's what this pays for.
Is there a motion for this increase? Been moved?
I do have a question.
Sure.
Somebody needs to say it first.
Okay.
Has there been any increase in runoff from all the activity that's gone on that campus, not just the Wellness Center, but all the additional athletic fields and all the things that have happened? Traditionally, there was a bad runoff problem to the east of the school. And is this some in consideration of that?
The general scope of the whole project is to help eliminate drainage problems on the site. You want to speak to this, Gary? Or
I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but I just know from 40 years of watching it that
yeah, I think this is one of the things we're trying to do to eliminate some of those historical problems.
Terrible flooding problem before any of this new construction started. It was a bad problem to the east as it went toward Lightning Creek.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of still issues with the infrastructure, with the city's part that needs to, I think they're proposed, I think it's in a future bond to do that, but for this part of the road itself, we're actually helping with this because they're adding an additional storm drain under the road, so there'll be 2 storm drains going east-west off of Walker, parallel with each other. Also, where the road curves around, where it ties in to Grand, there's a couple of inlets there that we're tying those in to this drain that'll also bring it all the way around that road and tie back into Walker. So some of that water coming down Grand going from west to east will pick up into this drain and take it out of that area. So it's going to help that part of it.
When I saw this on the agenda, I recalled that
there were enough potholes in that road along there to create a detention pond. So if you're going to pave that road, you're going to really create a lot more water runoff there. And
there's some truth to that statement, but yes, we are going to take care of those detention ponds and then also catch it in some inlets and take it on around.
Thank you.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second. All in favor, please say, no, you don't. I'll show you this. We're going to vote. Approved. Okay. Next item is to recommend Independent School District number 89, ratify and approve addenda numbers 1, 2, and 3, and approve the construction contract with Anderson and House, Inc., base bid plus alternates 1 and 2, project SB 16-004, Shidler, Cleveland, Willowbrook, and Marigold Ross Elementary Schools HVAC improvements, $539,200. I'd recognize a motion to approve. It's been moved to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any questions, any discussion? Seeing none, we'll vote. Approved. Next item is to recommend Independent School District Number 89, ratify and approve addendas numbers 1, 2, and 3, and approve the construction contract with Globe Construction Company, project SB 16-005, Adams, Capitol Hill, and Esperanza Elementary Schools HVAC improvements for $803,000. I'd recognize a motion to be approved. It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? Seeing none, we'll vote. Approved. We have a number of items in the ratification docket. I would recommend that we vote on them all at once, subject to individual consideration if anybody has any. So I would ask for a motion to that effect. I'm sorry?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
There's moved and second. Are there any individual questions?
Mary Gold, that is the sidewalk up against that's the sidewalk against the building and nothing else exterior and asking that.
Right, on this here is just the exterior sidewalk on the north side of the building.
Yeah,
Towards,
up against the building.
right, where it collapses. No, just the one area for this one here for right now.
All right, okay, I meant to clarify that.
Yeah.
Pete?
That's a problem.
I've got one question while you're here. On the cross-country uniform, is that for all schools? I don't remember it saying.
On the what?
Yeah. Is that for the entire district? Or is it specified?
I don't know, I don't do any of the athletic stuff, so.
I had one other
Okay,
question.
let's see if we can get this one answered, though. What do you think about the,
I doubt it. I was a plus.
I can't believe $11,000 would do the whole thing.
Director, you cannot buy that much uniform for $100,000.
Yeah, probably.
It has the list of schools listed there. The big one? You have it pulled up?
Do you have what it is?
The uniforms will be used at Roosevelt, Webster, Taft, John Marshall, Jefferson, Capitol Hill, F.D. Moon, Star Spencer, Wheeler, Southeast, and Mary Golda Ross Middle Schools. Okay.
Okay, so there are any other questions about this? Okay, next question. Did you have another one?
I just had a question about the process generally. The whole idea of this ratification docket was to free it up and make it work more smoothly so that every little thing didn't have to come back before us. And I just wanted to comment from somebody about how well it's working, the whole process. Because it was designed to simplify things.
It definitely works well, a lot better for us to be able to move it through the process, especially for these things less than $50,000. The MAPS office has been great as far as working with us on make sure the process is done on the legal part of any bid processes that we're doing. We love it.
Any other?
I want to just point out that the whole purpose of this board is not to look over somebody's shoulder in a critical way. It's to administer it in a positive, business-like way. And if there are other things like this that come up, I think everybody that's working on these projects ought to be aware that at least I and I think the other people on the board would be interested in finding ways to streamline it. We don't want to make it more difficult to do the job. We just want to make sure it's done right.
We can kind of play off that, I think, especially with this pathway to greatness and short timelines that are
Right.
required with the summer coming up to
Exactly.
knock out a lot of projects.
That's why they had me sitting here. That's why they had me sitting here. I can move them faster than anybody. You know, whether it's good or bad, that's why I'm here, I think. But
Even on your side, Administration.
any other questions? Okay, we'll vote. Approved. I didn't realize I needed to go faster. I could really make it go fast. Any comments by the board, staff, and citizens, other than the other ones we just had?
I do remember when you were appointed, and that was a factual point of the speech you get through.
I have very few capabilities, but I know one of them. Seeing no other information required, we're adjourned.